because less than 3% of you people read books. Listen to me. Television is not the truth. Television is a goddamn amusement park. Television is a circus, a carnival, a traveling troupe of acrobats, storytellers, dancers, singers, jugglers, sideshow freaks, lion tamers, and football players. We'll tell you anything you want to hear. We lie like hell. We'll tell you any shit you want to hear. We deal in illusions, man. None of it is true. You're beginning to believe the illusions. This is mass madness, you maniac. In God's name, you people are the real thing. We are the illusion.
What's up? What's up? Welcome to Idiotbox Television. We are on episode 148. We will be talking about why do we celebrate femininity. My name is Weepy.
Troy Everett. How you guys doing today? Thanks for joining in. I see London Brown is in the house. Shay Malloy. Hey Shay, how you doing? Thank you guys for joining in. Like Sharif said, we're going to be talking about toxic femininity. We got issues with our we have issues with our Twitter from some reason, so we will not be on Twitter or X tonight. Move that out of there. But we are streaming on Facebook, YouTube, and Twitch, and Instagram. So make sure you like, share, comment. We definitely want you guys to have your conversation or your questions or your input on the show tonight.
Yeah. I want to let everybody know that I'm getting on, coming on the green room, and make sure you have your light and your camera on correctly so I can read your left. So you guys welcome to talk to us about the topic.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, we're going on to the roll call. Yep, let's see who's out there right now. Troy.
I'm messing up real quick.
Okay, now you're coming in. Yep.
There we go. I'm back.
Well,
We got Shay.
We don't know exactly where the drummer is. And if he's up north, there's no Wi-Fi. It's hard to get Wi-Fi up there. So no telling where he's at right now. But he is in Grand Rapids, Michigan right now.
Yeah, he's going to try and get on. He said he's going to try and get on. He may not be able to. So looks like I'm up north with my internet. There's the green room link if you want to come in, talk about us. Some of the things will be some of the discussion. Hey, Sheena's made it in. Thank you, Sheena, for joining us. Make sure you guys go to the website, grab your merchandise. I'm going to take that and put that in there also, the link for that. It's troyever.net. Click on shop and click on merchandise.
Yeah, we got a hat and shirts, and we also have hoodies and long sleeves, and you guys can buy them. You know, it doesn't really cost much, but I know that there are people that are complaining about the look of the skeleton, but we got some without the skeleton. So if you want, you can get these too. You know, have to be the one with the skeleton in it.
It looks like drummer is trying to get on. He says it's me. Where's the link? I just sent the link. Okay, green room link. I'll put it back up there. Private chat. Let's see here. StreamYard link. Here it comes. in 3, 2, 1. Bam. There we go. It's up there. Also, make sure that you join the what is it called? I had a brain fart. This thing right here. You guys know what I'm talking about. Make sure you join the group. It's a Facebook group, the Blacklist, where we have entrepreneurs and small business owners who are in this group. It's a networking group where you can put on your services or your products. You can showcase them. We're having a review. Last week we got 2 new people from Grand Rapids, Michigan. I think there's a third person on there too. The women up there in Grand Rapids are really holding their own when it comes to business. So we've got those guys on there. Dahlia Soul Records and Inner City Fashions. They've been apart for a long time, but they've got some really good product. And so check that out. Hopefully when we do the review, we'll have those 2 ladies on to talk about their company.
Yeah. Last week Saturday I went to the we call it De La Thorn record. And I went out there to watch. They have a room in there, so they have stuff that they sell, and they got records in there and clothes, and also have a room so they can we call it whatever invent they want to put in there, because what they were doing was people would write their book, and then they have people in there to listen to what they have in the book. So they will have like palm trees. Hey, what's up, drummer? How you doing? Yeah, they will have palm trees, and it's just a book that they want to show to people. So a lot of people use that building, which is very nice. Very nice.
Sharif actually went down pictures.
Yeah.
I'm probably not gonna get no signal at all.
I'm having problem. Yeah, we can hear you fine. I'm the one that's frozen.
I'm at the lake house, so it's gonna be moving super slow. And I just realized
your voice.
Huh?
I don't hear your voice.
I hear him just fine.
Oh, okay.
Troy said,
"Yeah, it's coming
what's
in and
going
out,
on, fellas?
But you're there. Not much." De La Soul Records. Sheena said there was a open mic you guys were at.
The open mic. Yeah.
Yes.
It was nice. It was real nice. Real nice.
It's cool too. Yeah.
Yeah, like I was saying, drummer went to a lot of those places. Go ahead, drummer.
What did you say, Troy?
I said
I went to De La Soul. I went to went there. You up, or is that me?
That's you.
Open mic.
Yeah, so he went to the open mic. We're going to put something together for those 2 companies, and drummer's going to try to get them on when we have the review. Those 2 companies. One thing we got to talk about, and I think it's very important, is voting. Voting.
Yes, very important. Voting.
As you know, they're asking Joe Biden to step down and let somebody else be the nominee for the Democratic Party. Yeah, they're asking him. So,
Tamabani.
Yeah, well, there's been a lot of people saying that he should step down, and I don't know What do you think about it, Sharif?
Well, I think that he had getting too old, you know, and we do need someone younger, but we do need both, you know. But it do look like Trump is trying to win. So
Yeah.
if we don't vote, then we have to deal with Trump in the office. But at the same time, like what Troy was saying earlier, was that everybody that has $100,000 and up is going to be taken care of. But the one underneath it, $100,000 a year, is going to have a tough time.
Yeah, they haven't revealed an economic plan. A lot of the stuff that they're saying, and because I've been watching the convention, and I'm listening for things that, you know, that would give me a positive reinforcement that everything's going to be okay. Not so. And after the announcement of his VP, I became really concerned. So I'm gonna play this video. This is the VP. He's from Ohio. He's a millionaire. He wrote a book, and it became a actual movie directed by who's the guy that was in Happy Days? I forgot his name. You guys help me out there. Ron Howard. Ron Howard is directed by Ron Howard. So this guy's got millions and millions of dollars. But I just want to show some of the replies from his Senate debate when he was running for Senate against Tim Ryan. So I'm going to show that right now. It's kind of disturbing.
In there, getting rid of protections around birth control. This is what I'm trying to explain to Ohioans, that J.D. Vance is extreme on these issues. No exceptions for rape or incest. He called rape inconvenient. He said he denied it, but it's on tape, right? Now he says he's not for same-sex marriage. He's going right down the line with the absolute most extremists, the guys who want to ban books and everything else. Those are the guys you bring into the state to campaign for you, JD. These are extreme positions that Ohioans are rejecting. On January 6th, we had 140 cops, United States Capitol Police, get injured during the insurrection when they tried to overthrow the government. Beat them upside the head with lead pipes, spray them with pepper spray. The one video we saw, the cop got jammed into the door, right? J.D. Vance raised money for the legal defense fund of the insurrectionists. This is the kind of extremism, JD, that we wholly reject. You have video posts. Don't even try to deny it. We got your Twitter posts and everything else. Everybody's seen it. He said, help these guys with their legal defense fund. Now, can you imagine one guy saying out of one side of his mouth, he's pro-cop, and out of the other side of his mouth, he's raising money for the insurrectionists who were beating up the Capitol Police? The one guy he tried to raise money for got 4 years in prison. This is ridiculous. I'm not taking a back seat to you. I brought $500 million back to fund police in Ohio.
On the Lindsey Graham bill, my view on this is, generally speaking, Ohio is going to want to have different abortion laws than California, than Texas, and I think Ohio should have that right. But some minimum national standard is totally fine with me.
You know what I haven't done? I didn't start a fake nonprofit pretending like I was going to help people with addiction like J.D. Vance did. Literally started a nonprofit and didn't spend one nickel on anybody.
Not
In
one
fact,
nickel.
He brought in somebody from Purdue Pharma to be the spokesperson for the nonprofit. The same drug company, Big Pharma, the big drug company that had all the pill mills going, got everybody addicted. 1 million people died, JD. 1 million people died. And you started a nonprofit to try to take advantage of people in Ohio. And you know what? All you did with it was launch your political career. Like just a few weeks ago in Youngstown, on the stage, Donald Trump said to J.D. Vance, all you do is kiss my ass to get my support. He said that. That's bad, because that means J.D. Vance is going to do whatever he wants. Mitch McConnell's given him $40 million. He's going to do what he wants. And Peter Thiel gave him $15 million. He's going to do what he wants. And here's the thing that's most troubling about this lack of courage is that after Trump took J.D. Vance's dignity from him on the stage in Youngstown, J.D. Vance got back up on stage and said, start shaking his hand, take a picture saying, hey, aren't we having a great time here tonight? I don't know
Hey there,
anybody
Cherie.
I grew up with. I don't know anybody I went to high school with that would allow somebody to take their dignity like that and then get back up on stage. We need leaders who have courage to take on their own party. And I've proven that. And he was called an ass kisser by the former president.
Yeah, so that's just a little snippet of that was when he was campaigning against Tim Ryan for that Senate seat. The guy is an extremist. He has some very extreme views that line up perfectly what we've been talking about for the past 9 months is Project 2025. So it's going to be very, very important to vote. Whoever the Democratic nominee may be, whether it's Biden, whether it's Kamala Harris, we have to get out and vote. The worst thing, one of the I was talking to Sharif earlier. What's the worst scenario, right? God forbid, Biden fully relapses it, or not relapses, but collapses into full blown dementia. What happens? We get Kamala Harris. That's the worst that's going to happen. Go ahead, Sharif.
Yeah, because I remember we were talking about if there ever going to be a woman president, and she could be the president because she only need Biden.
Right. Yeah, and she's fully capable. I mean, she's a district attorney. She's got a law degree, very intelligent. She's a smart woman. So people don't give her as much credit as her as a vice president compared to JD Vance, where he doesn't have any experience of very little experience in politics, should be scary for some people.
What makes you say that it might be scary for some people? As far as like for men and women.
I mean, for somebody for JD Vance to become the vice president of the United States, I mean, he's got a decorated career. I'm not saying he's an idiot. He was in the military. He was a Marine. He served our country. He also, I think it was a Yale graduate. So he's not a dummy. But the experience that the vice president has compared to JD Vance, he doesn't have any experience within the political realm. So for me, that's a little bit scary. Trump didn't have any experience in the political realm either, and we see how that went. And it's kind of funny how you see people, no matter what, I'm voting for Biden, and no matter what, I'm voting for Trump. Those are the only two choices we have other than Kennedy. So and Kennedy's vote could really, really hurt the Democratic Party come November.
Yep. Yeah, I think that everybody should from now to the day of the election, everybody should check out the 2025.
Yeah.
There are a lot of things that we don't know about, so read about it.
Yeah, just read about it, glance it over. Well, don't glance it over. Do an in-depth study on what it's all about. We've been talking about it, like I said, for 9 months. Now, we're getting closer to the election. People are talking about it, but we've been talking about this for a minute.
Yeah.
It says Greg just said he's cutting for Dionne Warwick, or voting for Dionne Warwick.
Damn, boy.
Oh man. Like, well, I think if things go south, we could always we need to go ahead and everybody on this program get together, put in a little cash, buy us some property down there in Portmore. That's where Greg's people are at. They'll take great care of us, from what I heard. Isn't that right, Greg? Move into Jamaica.
Wow.
Let's see who's on here. But thanks for joining in, Greg. Yeah, drummer had some technical difficulties up at the lake house, can't get signal. So he'll be with us next week. And we'll be talking about, I don't know what we're going to talk about next week. Well, I guess we haven't even come up with that subject yet. So, but this week, there's a lot of things happened. Somebody shot at Trump, it's been crazy.
Yep, it's been going viral with that one, with that person.
Yeah.
But I'm glad that he's okay. But wow, just being the president can be really dangerous.
Yeah, nobody really wants that job, I guess. That's why you got old men running for it. But the thing that really tickles me is to see how the Republicans blame Joe Biden's rhetoric being the reason why he got shot at, right? Because Joe Biden and the Democrats are saying he's a existential threat to democracy, or he's a bad guy. I mean, God, this guy's got felons, so they're talking all this stuff, and they're saying, the Republicans are saying, because they are saying that is the reason he got shot, and he shouldn't do that. That's wrong. That's completely wrong. I mean, how hypocritical can you be? On the flip side, January 6th happened. There was 140 officers that were injured. One was killed, and that was incited by Trump and the Republicans. So it's the same thing. I mean, just reversed, right? So if it's okay for you guys to do it, it's okay for the other side to do it. Just pick your big boy pants on. Put your big boy pants on. Put that maxi pad over your ear. Shut up and keep going.
Yeah, but it's crazy how everybody make fun of it, and a lot of people doing the character of Donald Trump.
Yeah, Donald Trump. They're also making fun of Joe Biden. So we got people shooting at Trump, and then we've got people putting steps in front of Biden that he has to climb up.
Talking about the man.
So, but yeah, we're living in a crazy time right now. This is a really crazy time in the world, period. So kiss your loved ones, hold them tightly.
Yep. Yep. This is the crazy time, and everything going on around with Tina Lowry Brown that if it's good enough for the group to be good for the gander period.
Agreed. He says, look, the American dollar is worth 153 Jamaica. Y'all think wisely. And the conversion rate is crazy down there.
Wow.
Yeah, conversion rate
Wow.
is crazy. Hey, look, Greg, I have no problems, man. I have no problems investing or going into a partnership to get anything down there. The American dollar is worth $2 in Belize. Owned a condo on the beach for $200,000. So you've been doing your research like I have.
Wow.
Costa Rica is also looking pretty good. Hey, haven't they always told us go back to where you came from?
Wow. Yeah, I always knew that. I always knew our money was going down even years ago. Wow.
Yeah, I mean, it's just something to think about. I mean, superpowers don't last forever. United States of America is definitely in a decline. I've been looking at St. Croix. So is St. Croix a American Virgin Island or a British? I think that's a British Virgin Island, right, Greg? I think it's a British St. Croix. I think that's a British Virgin Island. Yeah, British. She says it's British.
Oh, British. Oh, okay.
Yeah, British Virgin Island. So yeah, I mean, everybody's got to get their acts together and prepare. You got to prepare. You got to prepare for what's coming, whether it's Biden or Trump for the president. You got to really think ahead. Okay, so we are 25 minutes into we're going to talk about why do we celebrate toxic femininity. We got on the men last week, so let's talk about the women. Okay, so toxic femininity, that's what we're talking about today. This is a concept that describes a mindset that can involve women did I just freeze?
Yep.
Hold on. Yeah, my thing is messing up. What did you guys hear? Negative emotions and restricting themselves from stereotypical feminine behaviors to appeal to men. Give some examples of toxic femininity. They could include feeling like you should always have a male partner. So should women always have a male partner? What are you guys thinking out there? I'm going to ask the women out there. So that's like an example of toxic femininity. You know, that one girl friend that you have or female friend that you have that always has to have a man. What do you women think about that out there? What do you think, Sharif?
Me personally, I think that some females think that they're better than the men, and I also think they can take the man's role.
Yeah.
You know, toxic. I mean, there are some weak men out there too.
Yeah, there's a lot of weak men out there. I mean, men that live with women don't have their own. I always told my son, get your own. Always have your own. You've got a lot of Jodies out there that are driving their girlfriend's car, don't have their own.
That is true. Right. That's true.
So, sometimes women gravitate towards the wrong type of men.
Yep.
Sometimes, not always, but sometimes.
Yep. Sometimes they'll take their car back and kick you out.
He says he should kick you out. Shay says, missed it. But yeah, that was one example. Another example is feeling shame or judgment for not having children.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so that's an example of toxic femininity. Like if you don't have a kid yet, people are telling you you're getting old. No, you don't have any kids. That's another example. Sacrificing your health to fit social expectations. Now, that I guess that could be some kind of mental mind state too, because there's a lot of women that have, what is it called, bulimia, where they look at themselves and they think they're extremely overweight, but they're not. And sometimes they'll go in there and force themselves to throw up meals after they've eaten. So I think that has to do with mental illness too. What do you think, Sharif?
Yeah. Yeah, I got a sample here that women that put other people down. to make themselves look good when they gossip all the time, like you spread rumors.
Yeah. Yeah, gossiping is not a great thing. A lot of people do it. But those who will gossip with you will gossip about you. Those who gossip with you will gossip about you. Always remember that.
Right. That's true. That makes sense.
Yep. Here's another one. Putting men's needs before their own. That's another toxic femininity trait or example. And the one before that, Sharif said, judging other people and gossiping. All of that's toxic. You know, I don't know if that's just femininity or those are just toxic traits, period. That could go for both sexes, right? Or anybody. Everything that we just named now, except for somebody saying you should have kids. Men can't have children.
You know, it's a form of bully too. You know, like there's some women want their way all the time. You know, and some women say something or do something bad to men, or they also say to some women will be goody, and some of them that's not goody would bully them.
Yeah.
You know, but they always pretty much they have to look good all the time. Some of them.
Yeah. I think we talked about toxic when we talked about toxic masculinity. Now we're talking about toxic femininity. I just think these are just toxic traits, period. I don't think it has to do with any gender roles, other than some of them could, right? When men let's see women as objects, that's a gender thing, or when a woman puts a man before herself. But they're all toxic. Like Shay says, it's all toxic in general. Right, Sharif? Everything's toxic in general. So all these traits could fall on either sex. So, what do you do about it, right? What do you do about it?
But there are some times that they a lot of them don't be themselves, and they because of the pressure, and now women not satisfied with their look.
Yeah. And I think that comes from having insecurities, right? Everybody has insecurities about the way they look, how much they weigh, different insecurities. But if you're very secure in yourself, it doesn't matter. And that again, I think that all of that has to do with mental health.
Mental health.
Yeah. And I don't think that we recognize that in our community. I don't think we recognize that in our community like other communities do. Like going to.
You ever noticed that a lot of the famous people, the women are not very happy with themselves, and then they change their face and their body,
Yeah, you see a lot of that, especially in Hollywood. Shay says you call people on it, and if they don't like it, then fuck them, peace.
Yep.
Right, kick rocks.
Yep, and it's because social media and magazines and stuff, and they also they always want to look perfect,
Right.
within. So
yeah, like you said, on social media, they've got these TikTok filters. You don't know what anybody truly looks like anymore because they put on the TikTok filters, and you don't know if that person. Yeah, you don't know if that person.
Oh, hey, yeah.
Yeah, you have these different makeup filters that the girls put on. Yeah, so that's a thing that just shows insecurity. I guess because we're older, we don't really give a shit anymore, right?
But at
Because
the end of the day, we are gonna get wrinkled. The older we get.
yep, you can't stay young forever.
That's right. That's right.
But yeah, a lot of those. Let's see if I got another example on here. Avoiding downplaying your capabilities. That's another example. They're downplaying their capabilities, not to stoke the fires of other people. I see. Bobby Yaga says it's okay for some fun and games using filters, but black was beautiful in the 70s.
Oh yeah, it's okay. It's okay. Yeah, it's a game.
Yeah.
A lot of people like that, and it's almost like they wish they would look like that sometime. You know, I'm just saying with the way they put their faith in it. Oh, I wish I was like that. You know.
Yeah. Greg says, love how he has made you. If you ugly, be the best ugly. You know, yeah, and ugly is not, ugly. They say ugly is in the eye of the beholder. There's some ugly people out there. There's some pretty people that are ugly too. But you can look good always. Age shouldn't stop you from caring about your appearance. That is true.
Right. That is true. That's true.
Your appearance is
That's true. That's so true.
Yeah, so I gotta take some advice about that, because sometimes I'll be leaving here and I don't care. Hair in a ponytail, not brushed. Hair in a ponytail, not brushed. I don't care.
Yeah.
Sheena says facts, talking about Cherie's comment there. Again, you guys, drummer is probably catching a big ass bass out on the lake somewhere. He left us here to talk about toxic femininity. And I'm not I keep on my appearance when I look and feel good, period. Yeah. When you look and feel good, yeah, you keep up your appearance. Even when you get some new clothes, or get a new haircut, shaved, new sneakers. When you look good, you feel good too.
Yeah, that's good. That's good. You want to keep up with this stuff anyway. You want to feel good. That's important. But some people do it too much. They go too far.
Greg says, as long as I don't stink, I'm good. Yes. Not stepping out of the house. Not stepping out of the house.
That's good.
No.
Oh.
Don't want to offend nobody.
Wow.
He out there catching perch and minnows.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Is it perch? Man, I haven't had perch in I don't know how long, man. I used to love perch, man. Fried perch was you don't get that down here. It's hard to find. It's hard. Well, it's hard to find perch down here.
Wow.
It's down here, but it's really hard to find. Just like you said, it was hard to find dragon fruit.
Yeah, we have perch here. We have perch here. Yep. Yep. Somebody just caught a 6-pound crappie, and that was the world record.
Wow.
That was in Tennessee. I think it was Tennessee.
Shay says Fat Man's used to have the best perch. Yes.
Yeah, Fat Man.
Hey, I forgot all about Fat Man.
It's still open. I haven't been there in years. I haven't been there in years. It's still there.
Man, you should go get some of that perch from Fat Man's. Should put them in the black. We should put them in the blacklist.
Yeah, but you know what? A friend of mine had their menu, and that's how I knew that it was still around. And he was talking about the alligator popcorn strip. I had them before, but those are pretty good. He was telling me to get it from there.
Alligator?
Yeah.
Did you say alligator?
Alligator popcorn.
Oh yeah, it's good.
Knuckle alligator. Yeah,
Yeah, alligator is good. Really good.
well, they're good. They always say everything tastes like chicken though.
It's has the same texture as chicken, but it's a little bit sweeter.
Yep, it's more sweeter. Yep, you're right.
Yeah, so we talking about toxic femininity. Well, we were talking about it, really not talking about it much. I don't know much about it. I can't. It's kind of hard for two guys to talk about. Talk about that.
It's better for a woman to really explain how they feel about it.
Yeah, it's really hard for two masculine men to talk about toxic femininity, because I don't know. I'm not really around any toxic women. I don't have patience or time for toxic women, period. How about you, Sharif? Do you deal with any toxic women?
Say that again.
Do you deal with any toxic women?
No, I
in the
don't.
Workplace?
No, I've watched a lot of them, from over the years, the way they treat men. And it's different. It's just different. I don't want to deal with that.
Yeah.
I don't want to deal with that. Because that seems like it's annoying. There's a lot of pressure.
Yeah.
So, like I said earlier, the weak men, they take advantage of that. They just don't know how to get out of it. So, I don't know.
And then before we go, I know a lot of the women don't want to talk about this, but Bronny sucks. Bronny sucks. It's official. Bronny sucks. He's averaging a triple single. He needs to go to the G League. That's terrible. That is absolutely terrible. So, Mr. Brown, I know you love LeBron and his son. He sucks. He sucks the big one.
But I'll say let's say one good thing for him. Just one thing. He passed his dad by 12 points, and LeBron had 11. So he beat him by 1 point. Just that one. Everything else he's been airborne.
Man, he's been averaging the same thing he averaged in college, and he barely came off the bench. He's averaging 3 points.
Yeah.
The boy sucks. The boy sucks. That is a prime example of nepotism at its best. Now, you got other professional basketball players who have sons. So let's compare them, right? Clay's father was a professional basketball player, right? Hardaway Jr., his father was a professional basketball player.
Yep.
Steph Curry father was a professional basketball player. Yep. I want to know, where did LeBron go wrong? Because his son sucks terribly. Where do you think he went wrong?
I think that he did wait a couple years. He gotta improve in the college first. No, so he's not ready for the D League either. But defense is. I mean, he tried. His defense is. It's okay. It's okay, but he tried. But by shooting offense, not good. He's missing. It seems like he got a lot of pressure on him.
Bronny should join the Gus Macker League. That's what he should do. He should join the Gus Macker 3-on-3 league and forget about playing for the NBA. Boy sucks. Probably that preppy school he sent him to. Yeah, it could be that preppy school, but what's his name, Clay and Steph, they probably went to preppy schools too.
But they earn it themselves. You have to earn it. So I mean, I know the boy's big, but he's a big star. But I don't think that was a good move for him to do. But he was trying to do that before he retired. So he's trying to retire.
Yeah, he's just trying to patent his stats of being the first father-son playing on the same
On the
team
same
in the NBA.
But I'll tell you what, remember when what's the name? Kenny Griffin, baseball player. Remember he played with his dad because he earned it.
Oh, King Griffey?
Yeah, King Griffin. Yeah. And he earned it himself as playing baseball. So he was played with his dad. And that was something that was cool. But
Yeah.
having the power to say, that's my son, he's coming into the NBA, I don't think that was a good move.
Yeah. Greg says Bronny just has to get instinct that ballers have. Once that happens, he'll be okay. That's never coming. He's got the instinct of the fucking silver spoon. He's got a silver spoon instinct. He says his dad had to get that desire too. Yeah, but he got it in high school. His dad, LeBron, had to get the desire because he didn't want to be broke and poor anymore. This kid grew up with millions of dollars at his disposal. The kid doesn't have it. I'm sorry.
But I watched some of it and I saw what's the name? Scottie Pippen. His son is better than Bron.
Okay. Yeah, I haven't
but
seen
I
him play
still
ball.
think he's not ready either.
Mm-hmm. So just going over some of the headlines we have here. If you guys are bored to death and want to go to sleep, the GOP National Convention is on. There's an acceptance in the White House and the campaign that Biden can't stay in the race. That's a headline on CNN right now. Biden increasingly defensive over his political standing. So we'll see where this goes. Again, everybody get ready to pool in, put your money together. Let's get it down to Jamaica, and buy some land and start to create our own compound. Call it Idiotbox Compound. It's not looking good, ladies and gentlemen. Sheena says maybe he wants the same notoriety as Kobe and his daughter, but just slightly different. Could be. They probably don't push him as hard because of his dad and let him be lazy on the assumption that he has natural talent. That could also be true because, as you know, LeBron is running the Lakers. Yeah. LeBron is running the Lakers. He's calling the shots. It's not Pelinka. It's not Jeannie Buss. And it's definitely not JJ Redick. It is. Oh, we got drummer. I told you he's on the boat. What's going on out there in the lake?
I was looking on the lake. That's why you had better Wi-Fi. You got to be by the water.
That's why I couldn't get on. Now I'm in the boat. Right. I'm in the boat now.
Let me see the fish. You catch any fish?
We ain't went fishing. We just in the boat. We got up here too late. We're gonna get on the boat in the morning and go fishing.
Man, you guys go ahead and enjoy.
But I try to see if I can get back on. Because in the house I could, but in the boat.
What's that noise in the background? What's the noise in the background? Is that
Look. Stank
finger.
Yeah.
Who's driving the boat?
Brother.
Oh man. Hey, so
what's going on? We can't really
we just
see
chilling, riding around before it get dark.
Who's driving the boat?
Oh, my cousin's driving the boat.
I mean, it's
who?
it's okay.
My cousin Steven's driving the boat.
It's okay.
Oh, okay. Because of Steve.
My cousin Steven.
Oh, we got some.
But I missed the whole show. I missed it.
That's all right. You go back and watch it. He said, what is that lake? Mona Lake.
Mona Lake?
Oh,
No, it's dang, what is this lake called? Nichols Lake or whatever? Bro, is this Nichols Lake? Nichols.
Woodland Park.
Woodland Lake, but it's so many freaking different names over the years. Woodland Lake.
I agree with you,
Brookings Lake.
Baba Yaga. I think Kamala
But it's breaking all
Harris
up.
and
I can't even hear you, Troy.
I agree with you. I think Kamala Harris and Obama would be a winning ticket. It's probably the only way that they do win.
Yep.
Yeah, he's froze. He's froze. He's having a good time. Well, with that said, we're getting ready to get out of here. We didn't have too much to talk about toxic femininity because we're not females.
Yeah.
We should have thought that damn topic over a little bit. All right, Sharif, do your thing.
Yeah, I want to say thank you for watching episode 148. And then by television after you next week Thursday at 8 p.m. Eastern time. Peace.
Peace.
We're in a lot of trouble because less than 3% of you people read books. Listen to me. Television is not the truth. Television is a goddamn amusement park. Television is a circus, a carnival, a traveling troupe of acrobats, storytellers, dancers, singers, jugglers, sideshow freaks, lion tamers, and football players. We'll tell you anything you want to hear. We lie like hell. We'll tell you any shit you want to hear. We deal in illusions, man. None of it is true. You're beginning to believe the illusions. This is mass madness. You make